Live tea tasting. I've got a great blend for you guys tonight, so let's go ahead and get this started. I hope my audio is coming out on Twitch today because I don't. Oh, there it is. Okay, I do see a setting. All right, great. We're all set. That's just what I wanted to check out. So tonight's blend is something similar to what I've done before, but not exactly the same. A couple years back, I reviewed a tea called Thai Chai, which was a spicier version of the one I'm doing tonight. Tonight I'm doing Thai tea. Sneha, welcome. So this one is an interesting blend because it's somewhat common. They do have it. Teresa, welcome. They do have it on Gamer. I see you there. Welcome, welcome. So they do have it at like Thai restaurants. I've had Thai iced teas, and they are just incredible. So in this one's going to be closer to that. I'm going to go ahead and tell you what's in it. It's black tea, honeybush tea, apple pieces, cardamom, coconut, natural vanilla flavor, safflower, and natural coconut flavor. Now this blend is something that I became very fond of the chai version. I haven't really I've had, like, let's say if I've had for every 10 bags of chai, I've had the one bag of like regular Thai, but that, it doesn't diminish its flavor whatsoever. I have always loved Thai teas, and this is gonna prove it. Oh, I choked. Oh, already it's going down the wrong pipe. So right off the bat, it's got this huge creaminess that's kind of inescapable. There's a nice light sweetness to it. You can taste the vanilla, you can taste the coconut. Those always go very well together. And it's naturally sweet. It's naturally creamy. So this is a kind of tea that I always... Hey Neil, welcome. This is the kind of tea that I always follow up with something sweet. Whenever I drink it, I also love drinking this one iced. As long as you don't oversteep it, because of course if you oversteep it, it gets bitter, then no amount of sugar will help it, and that comes out even more so when it's cold. So I always suggest be very careful when you steep any tea, but when you make an iced tea, even more so. I'm not going to sing the song during my tea tasting. I told you I can't do that and alienate the Facebook group. I see you there. Don't worry, I'll do it after. And for everybody who's watching, if you want to be part of these little sing songs and little activities during the streams, hey Ma, welcome. During the streams, tune into Twitch because I do have some of those activities set up, and you'll be able to sing along if you like. I don't mind. But anyway, so there's this kind of like, I'm getting kind of like an orange undertone to this, which is surprising because there's no orange in it. It might be the honey bush. I don't know. It's just like some sort of a. I don't know what would be. Maybe it's the apple and the honey bush that's giving me a kind of orange flavoring. I don't know. But like for some reason, I'm getting some sort of citrusy flavor, and there's nothing citrusy in there except for maybe the apple. But that's a totally different totally different flavor pattern. Also, whenever I've had Thai tea, it's always served traditionally with cream or whipped cream or something on top of it that layers onto the creaminess that's there naturally. But this tea is very good. It doesn't really need to be Tracy. Welcome. It doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be sweetened further. Whipped cream on the Thai tea. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean that's how they serve it in the restaurant. Now the way that they usually serve it, you have the tea at the bottom, and then they pour the cream on top. And I don't know how it works, but for some reason, like there's a separation between the cream and the tea, and like it slowly but surely sinks down and mixes in, and you get kind of an orangey look to it. So you can see there's a almost orangey nectar. There's like an almost orange tinge to that. It looks mostly red, mostly brown, but there is when you add a little bit of cream or milk to it, it'll lighten it up, and you'll get more of an orangey kind of tinge to it. So next time, let you know the tea before you go live. I can buy it, taste it, and taste it with you. Not fair to go and have all the fun. Absolutely, I mean, most of the time, trade secret. I never know what I'm doing until about maybe half an hour to an hour before the actual stream. But on occasion, I do announce it. I used to do it the day before. What I can do, I'm not just a heads up. I'm not going to be streaming next week because of the holiday. But the one after, I think I know what I'm going to do. So I will. I'll go ahead and let you know what it is that I have set up, and then if you want to drink with me, you're more than happy. You're more than welcome to. That's something I should be doing on a regular basis. I should schedule it. You know what? I should start doing that next year. Next year, New Year's resolution. I'm going to start announcing it a week ahead of time so that people can order it. Or maybe two, because I don't know how long it'll take to deliver. I don't know, we'll see. I'll have to figure some sort of schedule out. Because right now, I'm running a little bit low on new teas because of the pandemic, because of certain situations. I haven't been able to go out and buy new ones. I'm relying on my stock, and I still have quite a few teas that I'm doing. But like again, I don't usually know until just before the stream, so we'll figure something out. And also, I do programs like that where if you're interested in getting a group together. We can do a Zoom meeting tasting where I host and you guys taste with me. So that's another thing that I've been enjoying doing. And if you want to do that as like a private tea tasting, let me know. I love doing this kind of thing. Oh, it is so good. Oof. Okay, so right now there's this heat right here in my chest. And I don't know why, because usually that's reserved for like chai teas and spicy teas. This is not a very spicy tea. It's sweet and a little bit tangy. So I don't know why I'm getting this particular warmth in my chest, but it feels good. Especially since it's starting to get cold outside. I cannot place where that orange flavor is coming from. I don't know. I mean, it's nice to be surprised like this. It's been a long time since I've had Thai tea, and I haven't thought about the flavor or anything. But I'm trying to figure out where this orangey flavor is coming from. I mean, not a complaint because I love this thing, but I don't know. it's just a it's just a mystery, you know. And I love a good tea mystery. And I love the way it's a bit of a quick burn. Hey Zam, welcome. It's a bit of a quick burn. The flavor kind of like sits on your tongue, but it kind of just falls on your tongue. Um, and like, how do I explain this? When there's a slow burn, you get the taste gradually, um, and it lasts long. This one you get the full flavor right away, and it kind of just sits on your palate for a while. And that's something that I can appreciate also, because it's not a very complex taste. Well, no, I can't even say that because there are little intricacies in there, like I mean, like the orange where there is no orange, but like the flavor that's there, it's just easy to define. It's like tangy sweet. But it tastes really, really good going down. And now I don't normally sweeten my teas or add anything to it. And, once again, I didn't do it this week because it doesn't need it. But I would recommend this is the kind of tea that you can add milk to it or cream, maybe honey. I mean, I don't think it needs honey or any kind of sweetener, but the creaminess, if you appreciate that kind of texture to it, this would actually help a lot. It would enhance the flavor very much. Try to do the Thomas taste, but this is hot. All right, here we go. Hey Miriam, welcome. There's a very there's a very much a sweet kind of tropical flavor to this. I'm really feeling I'm really tasting the aroma that's in the room. Like with the Thomas taste, it just exemplifies everything that I've been feeling. I mean, this is the kind of tea that it takes over everywhere. You have this creamy, sweet aroma, followed by the creamy texture of the tea. I mean, tea. This is the kind of tea that you can invoke all of your senses in. Like, so I have like the visual, the color that you guys saw. We have the scent. There is a bit of texture to it. I don't know how I would invoke sound. Maybe the sound of my slurping, the sound of the water after it's finished. I don't know. There's got to be some way to invoke sound. Let me see. How many senses is that? I think that's 4 out of 5. The sight, smell, taste, touch, and the hearing. Yeah. Okay, so it's 4 out of 5. That ain't bad. So, showing you guys what it looks like before it's steeped. You see, it's a very, very earthy tea. There's not a whole lot of color in it. There's just basically the black tea, the lighter coconut flakes, and the red of the safflower. It's a very simple looking tea, but the taste makes up for its simplicity. Now this is what it looks like after. I'm going to try not to make a mess, but you can see that even the apple pieces got huge. There is a little bit of growth in the black tea, but not a whole lot. Most of the growth is in the apple and the coconut flakes. There is some growth in the. Oh, I see you came into Twitch, Miriam. Welcome, welcome. I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, yeah. The growth in the tea comes from the absorption of the water. When the apple pieces start off that big, but then grow about twice its normal size. I appreciate that you're in two places at once. Uh, that's an incredible thing. Thanks. I swear, like I really want to put cream in here, not because it needs it, but just because I have a sweet tooth that it just gives me the urge when drinking these naturally sweet teas to enhance that sweetness even further. It's definitely something that I want to try. I'm gonna do that after. If I don't finish this tea, I'll probably put a little bit of milk in it because I do admit I am taking my time with it, and I'm doing that on purpose because I have a hard time timing the stream versus timing the timing my stream and ending it. But vanilla creamer is the jam in chai. Oh yeah, absolutely. You will find no arguments here. Get a nice chai tea latte going. I like it a latte. That was bad. I'm sorry. I deserve to be flogged. Publicly. But anyway. Yeah, we normally drink black tea with milk. Oh yeah, absolutely. And welcome, Bunyawi. It's been a while since you've showed up, so thanks for coming in. But yeah, putting the milk or the cream in the black tea gives it an extra layer of sweetness and texture that it just to me it does nothing but enhance a tea like this. When it comes to other teas like oolongs, certain green teas, I would stay away from milk, just because I appreciate the way that they taste naturally. But black tea with cream and sugar is very traditional. They go well together. I usually drink all my tea without sweetener, but once in a while I'll give it a nice kick. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, questions, comments, anything you want to talk about? Now's the time. I'm going to answer Teresa's famous question: what food would I pair this with? Since this is a very sweet, creamy blend, I would go ahead and just say this goes well with ice cream. I didn't share what was in the tea. Yeah, I did. It was first thing. I'll go over it again. It was black tea, honeybush, apple pieces, cardamom, coconut, natural vanilla flavor, safflower, natural coconut flavor. So yeah, it's an incredible tea, and I love drinking it. Now the chai version does have some extra spices in it, but I also find that it's sweeter and creamier than this one. I don't know why that is because there's nothing in the Thai chai that should make it sweeter. It should just make it. It makes it. What's the word? It should make it spicier, but like I don't know. It has this weird effect. Yes, I know it's poisonous to you because of the coconut, but I mean, like there are some alternatives. I'm sure that I don't know. I'll find an alternative. There is no cardamom. There is in here. Like that's what it says on the. That's what it says on there. Yeah, and it's got coconut milk. I mean, like there shouldn't be cardamom because that's what makes it a chai. Well, part of what makes it a chai, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm thoroughly enjoying this one. Oh, there is no cardamom in Thai chai? That's interesting, because, chai should have cardamom in it. That's one of the main ingredients. Um, hmm. Should be. The tea leaves is what makes it a chai. Well, yes and no. I mean, like, by terminology, yes. If we're going strictly by um, what it means. But, hey, Pops, welcome. But, uh, what makes Thai chai different from Thai tea is um, the chai spices. So there's a huge like I know what you're getting at, and I agree totally. But for the purposes of the blend title, you don't like cardamom. That's why you like it. But that is so weird because like, I mean, that's what makes it a chai. I don't know. I'll have to write them a letter and be like, hey, you forgot the cardamom. Okay, anyway, going back to what I would pair this with, I would definitely say ice cream because I mean that's the easy way out. Um, you don't really like. I can drink this as a milkshake kind of flavor. As a matter of fact, now I'm really considering it. Just adding that to like maybe make a Thai chai float. I don't know. I'm wondering now. I can probably make this iced, let the ice melt, and then put ice cream in it, like a float. I'm totally doing that. I am totally gonna do that. It's just my. This is gonna be my mad scientist moment, and I do have some cookie dough in the freezer right now. I'm getting ideas. I wonder if there is such thing as like a tea float. Well, no, you don't have to drink it. I know it'll kill you, so it's a yes for me. Was this for the purpose of making chai an American thing? We must call it chai, tea, and the chai is spices, cause America. But you see, that's not just in America either. I mean, like, there's the terminology of tea versus chai is basically like half and half. Like half the world calls it tea, the other half calls it chai, but everybody knows what it means, And there was a rhyme. It's like tea. It's like chai if by land, tea if by sea, and that just means like any place that has ready access to the water, to like oceans, call it tea. Any place that's like land bound is chai, and chai is a Hindi word. So then, what's the word in China? What do they call it in China then? Because what do you mean no other origin? Because tea originally came from China and Japan. It didn't hit India until like hundreds of years later. So maybe, just maybe, India changed the name from tea to chai. Hmm? Hmm? No other origin for the word? Well, that's what I'm talking about. What was it called before it was called chai in India? Yeah, I can't read that. It's on my phone, Miriam. Sorry, it's just that is tea in Chinese. Okay, yeah, I can't read that. I'm doing it off my phone, so like that's what it was called. So it was cha in China. Ah, so it's cha in China, chai in India. So then where did tea come from? That is a really good question. That is something that I have to look into. So it's cha chai. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the announcements before I get too far into the into this rabbit hole that I'm digging for myself. But announcements, as I said, next week is the holiday, so um, I will not be streaming a tea tasting. But the following week, I will be having a little something something. Um, do I have other announcements? I don't know, because I mean, like right now, I'm trying to balance a good schedule between my Friday night Facebook streams and my Twitch streams. So I don't know. I don't really have anything off the top of my head. However, I am thinking that from here on in, after I finish my Facebook streams, I'll be spending a little bit extra time on Twitch. Just hanging out with the people there and seeing who's around, having conversations, stuff like that. Plus, I have somebody already cashed in a sing song, so I have to do that. And like I say, if you want to join in, you want to see that after my Facebook is done, then we'll switch over to Twitch and just continue it from there. I mean, I don't see why not, because that'll make a pretty good transition, So yeah, let's do that. Can we get the Twitch link on the Facebook for those who want to join us for the after party? I appreciate that. We should have that. We should have that regularly now. I think that's a good idea. So tea, like Snea said, is the origin word for tea. So the Chinese is cha. So it's Chinese. Cha is Cantonese. So now I'm confused, because tea, is tea the Chinese and then cha is Cantonese? I mean, well, like I know Cantonese is Chinese, but there's also Mandarin. So like those are the main two. So is tea Mandarin and cha Cantonese? That's really interesting if that is the case. Like, I'm gonna have to dig deep for this one, and that might be my Tea 101. Tea is from the Amoy tea of southern Fujian province. Ah, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Because the Fujian province is one of the main sources of tea. So the language, wow, that's interesting. Because now there's like an origin for the word, and we see how it spread from one end to the other. How half says tea and the other half says cha. That makes sense. I would love to see a visual graphic about how the word traveled. Wikipedia rules. That's very interesting. Okay, I only have half a cup left. I'm probably not going to finish it for you Facebook guys. But if you want to join and watch me finish this on Twitch, you can. In the meantime, questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, now's the time. We are about a minute away from the end, so this is last call for Facebook. Speak up now or forever hold your peace. Ooh, that was so good. That is a huge link. I am never going to get to that. Whew. So anyway, it looks like my time is almost up. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. In the meantime, was it Google search for the origin of tea, and it shows a nice graph. Okay, oh yeah, absolutely. I'll check that out. put it on Twitch. Put it on Twitch, and that'll give me easy access. I'll figure out from there. But for you, Facebook family, thank you so much for joining me. If you want to join me, if you want to continue, meet me in Twitch, and I will see you there shortly. For everybody else, have a wonderful night, a great weekend, an exceptional holiday, and I will see you all next time. Bye!